judges, Alan Warren a little and Stuart Pike.
Yeah, looking forward to this. A lot of the... Alan will tell you better, Jackie, but I know a lot of the top professionals really rate Scott Taylor. And they're surprised that he hasn't actually taken a big step up the darting ladder. A really talented lad. And we do see it occasionally, Alan, but I think really should be doing a bit better with the ability that he has.
Yes, you're right, Stuart. You probably could say that about a few other players as well. But when he got to the final of a Pro Tour, I thought that was him making his mark. Didn't play badly on occasions, but never seemed to make that move.
Kevin Burness, of course, the Irishman who made a big splash on the World Championship stage. Gave Gary Anderson a game for a while in the second round. More of that in a moment. But the winner of this to play big Vincent Campos in the third round. And just reminding you, the draw for the fourth round will be a little later on. The open draw, the FA Cup style draw. Chris Mason and Keith Deller will be making that on the main stage at the conclusion of all the third round matches.
Yes, that's to come. All these players who are playing are still yet to play in this third round.
134.
They're looking to be in that draw.
100.
Yeah, Taylor a win on the Challenge Tour last year. We also reached a final on the Challenge Tour just a few weeks ago.
43.
Burness, the Irishman.
$140.
Doesn't give much away, does he, with the eye movement either. Scott Taylor, Boltonian. Yeah, Burness won the Tom Kirby match play
30.
Last October, beat Mick McGowan in the final. That won him a place at the Ali Pali. Demolished Paul Nicholson 3-0.
65.
A result that ultimately cost Nicholson his tour card as well.
Yeah.
Then was beaten 3-1 by Gary Anderson, but for half an hour he gave Anderson a real run for his money on the Ali Pali stage. Gary Anderson will be in the building a little later on. His first appearance in the competitive darts environment since losing the World Championship semi-final.
56.
The defending UK Open champ. How's his back? How's his game? All those answers and more, because he will, I can confirm, be on that main stage later on tonight.
140.
Well, the best visit Burness, but is it too late? He danced to the double for Taylor, but he's made a big mess of that one. The only good thing is busting. He's left himself top if he returns. But he was a long way off the double there. Treble 20 is the shot, but if he hits a single 20, it's middle for diddle. And middle for diddle it is!
That's a pinch me leg, isn't it? Little or no emotion on the face of Scott Taylor, but he made an absolute mess of that, gifting the Irishman the leg and the break of throw. And here goes Burness.
He didn't do a lot in the leg, did he? He looked a long way behind. Did Kevin there. That 140 just gave him a glimmer. Whilst his opponent missed 3 darts to the double.
85.
And then takes out 95.
Somebody else who's impressed, by the way, on this opening day, young Adam Hunt, who was a 6-2 winner over the New Zealander Cody Harris. And at the moment, he's 4-0 up on
85.
big Ron Mullenkamp. And that will be for a place later on in the fourth round.
140.
Yes, fabulous player is Adam.
I seem to remember, I mean, he is a good player. I think he just froze at the World Championship. You remember? I don't think, did he win a leg or one leg against Luke Humphries? Absolutely demolished on the Ali Pali stage, but we know he's a better player than that, and he's proved it so far today.
Yeah, that can sometimes happen on the big stage if things aren't going in your direction. Kevin Burness here. He's looking good.
130,
On
sir.
throw. Scott Taylor started the match so well. All of a sudden, he could be 2-0 down. With a lot of chasing to do. He's just making sure he leaves himself a big finish just in case.
53.
Well, just, so you know, this is the second round. Players ranked 65 to 96 in the world come into the UK Open in this second round. Burness, leading tops here,
42. Scott, you require 164.
is in that group of players after what he did at the Ali Pali. 72 in the world. He's got tops here
92.
to make it 2-0. You win this game, you're in the money. Get through to the third round to guarantee £1,000.
Oh, one left. Oh, the saver. Save the last dart. It's a thorn in the side of your opponent.
140.
So chasing to do for Scott Taylor. Get that first leg on the board as soon as possible.
60.
But Iron Man was looking pretty strong.
140.
Still plenty to go for though in this match.
Richard North is through to proceedings tonight. A 6-5 winner over Ronnie Hybrex. Ryan Searle has beaten Matthew Edgar. He's also through.
82. $125.
A long way behind in the leg.
139.
A decent visit. They did treble 20 to leave top, so still left himself a little bit of work to do. 95, which Burness took out in an earlier leg. He's left himself 76, so all of a sudden the match can change. Same visit, this time he's hit the treble, so it's double five. Oh yeah, you have to say that's great darts there from Scott Taylor.
Game on.
Needed it.
Rescued the leg, didn't he?
82.
Yes, it shows your confidence and focus is in a pretty good position. When you're 2-0 down and you've almost sort of made a bit of a mess, then produce some quality to get yourself back.
Confirming those results, Richard North is through to tonight.
60.
And the fourth round, as is Ryan Searle, a winner over Matthew Edgar. £1,000 money games, effectively.
81.
Yes, and that adds a little bit more pressure because you want to get off the mark in the terms of on the prize money.
Yeah, just to see if Burness can get a maximum. A real surprise maybe over on board too, because Mickey Mansell leaves Danny Noppert 2-0, and a lot of people were fancying Noppert to do really well here. In fact, it's now 3-0 to Mickey Mansell over Danny Noppert, one of the highly fancied outsiders, the Dutchman, but up against it, against the wily old Irishman Mansell.
Yes, myself included, Stuart. Played so well last weekend in Barnsley. Had a 9-darter. Shows you on a different
66.
day. They'll go the other way.
I think if anybody is picked as a potential winner by Alan Warner this weekend, it's time to go back to the room and pack your bags.
96. Giving you 153.
Put the mockers on it. And that big finish on offer here. Gets the first one, treble 19, yes. Double 18. Well, he should have known. Sometimes you do that, even though you know what you're going for. You almost have that mental block, and you have to ask. It's strange, but it does happen.
He needs the ball here.
102.
Could have got himself back in the match.
To re-establish a two-leg advantage.
Marvellous effort for the 153. It's just as important because it takes the leg.
To throw first.
Still to come on the main stage.
177.
Luke Humphreys against Vincent van der Voort. Tony Alcinas against Nathan Aspinall. Ricky Evans will play Jose Justicia, the Spaniard, and Dimitri van den Berg against Kirk Shepherd. Still to come on the main stage.
55.
And following all that, the draw for the fourth round with all the big guns of the world, top 32 coming in. The open draw. So
100.
Michael van Gerwen could draw Gary Anderson. You never know. The beauty of this tournament with that open draw.
And it's good when the crowd are in when the draw's being done. You can hear the oohs and the ahs in the audience.
Another winner. Gabriel Clemens is through, the big German
96.
he will be a danger. He's beaten Zoran Lurchbacher. He's through to round 4. Adam Hunt has been pegged back. He was 4-0 up against Ron Mullenkamp. It's now 4-2.
Scott 128.
Doesn't need to go the treble 18 route with Kevin Burness back on 3-6-1. But he'll want to get the leg done and dusted as soon as possible and move on to the next leg. He's almost done all the hard work, but he's still got to hit the double.
60. Scott requires 68.
Four for tops. 3-2.
28.
Still plenty of time in his mind.
Mansell 4-0 up on Danny Noppert. That would be a huge
100.
upset.
Scott require 40. He's on the 5th leg, Scott Taylor.
Nicely done.
6th leg, Kevin to throw first. Game on.
Still yet to catch a light, you feel, this game on the main stage. Averages
100.
pretty decent, 84 and 89. You feel there's a little bit more from both players, certainly from Scott Taylor.
68.
He's making just too many errors. Another one there.
Scott Taylor won the Riley's qualifier in Chester to get through to the UK Open.
60.
Burness going into round 2 courtesy of his world ranking.
121.
Just feel that Scott Taylor's under a little bit more pressure than Kevin Burness.
180.
Iron Man gets his first maximum.
140. Giving you 161.
Courtesy of the maximum. Gives him a great opportunity. He's got at least 2 visits here. Treble 17 to leave tops.
87.
Block of dart for the young man from Bolton. That's a great recovery to put pressure on Burness here.
4-2 or 3 apiece. Tops.
34. Scored you
Not quite.
38.
Straight for it.
He's on the
Brave
6th
dart,
leg,
brave decision,
60.
the right decision. 3 apiece. And it's the
7th
break
leg,
back
Scott
and throw
to
as well for
Game.
Taylor.
Well, he's upped his average, and as we said earlier on, Stuart, he just felt that Scott Taylor had
44.
a little bit more of a gear to go through. Kevin Burness was probably playing at a level he has been for a while.
100. $60.
So he's got himself level. He's not had the best of starts in leg 7. 6 starts at the board, only scored 104. That opens the door, but it doesn't mean he can score heavy.
45.
He's kind of let him off there with a 45.
$60.
The trebles are eluding them. And a key leg. Maybe a switch will help.
44. $140.
Just a little bit more consistent, isn't he, Taylor? See what's happening elsewhere. Mansell actually had darts for 5-0 over Danny Noppert. The Dutchman is hanging on in there. Chris Dobie, another of Alan Warrener's picks. Just about to get underway against Luke Woodhouse. William O'Connor ahead against Mark Dubridge. All these are money games, winning you through to round 3. And Decker leading Harry Ward.
100. What do you require? 98.
Adam Hunt was 4-0 up against Mullenkamp. Back to within 1.
82.
Yep, the right decision.
Well, he's fought his way back into this match, got it himself level. He's got a great opportunity now to go ahead.
40. What do you require? 16. You've shown us some play. Scott Taylor.
3 legs on the spin for Scott Taylor.
A flag Kevin to throw first. Game on.
Yes, he felt that he was putting too much pressure on himself in the early part of the match. You could see he was certainly very tense. Maybe he'll relax a little bit more now that he's got himself not just back in the match, but in front.
58. $100.
It's Friday afternoon. Many
100
of the crowd are making their way down to Minehead through the sunshine.
Joe Murden is a winner. So through to the 3rd round.
60.
6-4 over Ryan Meekler. O'Connor 3-1 up on Dubridge. Mansell throwing for the match. 5-1 up on Noppert. Chris Dobie 2 down to Luke Woodhouse. That going to be another upset on the outer boards.
Just lost his scoring as Kevin Burness.
60.
Can't seem to find that treble with any just regularity, but just here and there really would help. Whereas Scott Taylor certainly playing a lot better.
121.
Ron Mullenkamp and Adam Hunt now level at 5-all. Adam Hunt led that 4-0. The last leg decider to go through
40. Scott, you require 142.
to tonight's proceedings.
They stay there.
94. Giving you
Might get the second treble.
56.
Well, it was a tall order, certainly in the respects of a 156 finish anyway.
48.
When you haven't hit many trebles in the last few legs, even harder.
Scott Taylor.
It's 4 legs on the spin. And all of a sudden, the Boltonian is throwing for the match. You know, St David's Day, no joy for last year's Welsh UK Open semi-finalist Robert Owen is 4-1 down to Ryan Joyce. Jan Decker is 3 up against Harry Ward. Just reminding you, Mickey Mansell is throwing for the match against Danny Noppert in what would be the biggest upset of the UK Open 2019 so far.
Yes, certainly one of the outside fancied players. Danny Noppert played so well last weekend and in the previous Pro Tours this season.
It's not happening, is it, for the Irishman?
And it's all really, in my view, for Scott Taylor to lose rather than Kevin Burness to win. He's lost his range.
He's lost his dart.
Remember, Taylor was 3-1 down. Could be 5 legs on the spin.
42.
Well, Mickey Mansell has beaten Danny Noppert 6-1 over on board 2. A huge upset, certainly on form, without a shadow of a doubt. Noppert is out, walloped by Mansell.
137.
And here Scott Taylor has 6 darts to win 5 legs on the spin to go through to the third round and guarantee himself at least £1,000 in prize money.
Well, they nearly made a mess of it there. Got the treble 19 with that last dart to leave himself a decent finish of 112. 2 darts at treble 20 for double 16.
But you require 112.
Kevin Burness just underperformed in the last 4 or 5 legs. And treble 19 would have left tops.
56. Kevin, you require
It's a tall order for Kevin Burness.
14.
Certainly do it, but he's just lost his focus in the last 3 or 4 legs. And that's a great example there. It's giving 2 darts at a treble and you hit a single one with the first dart.
40. Scott, you require 56.
For the match.
Well, there it is. After being 3-1 down, Scott Taylor, the Riley's qualifier, reeling off 5 straight legs. Terrific performance in the end from the young man from Bolton. He's through to round 3. He will play Vincent Campos, and he's